Hello, welcome to It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James JC Cooley, and wow, wow. And the reason I say wow, God is good. God is good at everything that He do. If we allow Him, He will be good to us. But we have to accept all of that goodness that He's going to bring us. So I like to welcome everyone wherever you're watching the show at on E360 TV. Was you watching it on YouTube? Was you watching it on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever? Plus 25 others live streaming network. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. We got an absolutely fantastic show coming to you today because we just spent, Michelle and I, a wonderful almost 5, 6 days in Vegas, Las Vegas, and we went up there for a couple of reasons to celebrate, the National Black Caucus state legislators, and also to enjoy and participate in the TIUA graduation, doctorate graduation, and also Presidential Lifetime Achievements Award. And we had a ball. And before I even start, I would like to introduce you guys to my new executive producer and new co-host, a Dr. Michelle Denise Cooley. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You added my middle name.
How you doing today, Doctor?
I'm doing good, doing great. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful statement you made. God is good. We've got, we had such a great time, and I know we're going to talk about it, but, you know, just so many things happened, personally, professionally, and just to meet others and just people who are doing a lot and people who, whose vision, is maybe similar to yours, but I had a great time.
Wow. Before we get off into this, I want to bring this other great doctor into the scene right now. Her name is Dr. Angela Seeds. And I tell you, this woman mean a whole lot to all of us, especially Michelle and I. How you doing, Doc? How you doing out there?
I'm great, thanks. I'm great. How are you all?
Well, I am fantastic. Trying to get over, getting back here yesterday. It was tough. I mean, leaving Vegas for one thing, and actually, under the emotional high and the
Yes.
experience that we just experienced, we all just experienced the last 4 or 5 days. So I am just so thankful and so grateful. And I want to talk about that today to our
Okay.
listening audience. And I want to tell them all about what was going on, about the festivities, about the graduation, about the presidential award ceremony,
Yes.
and that's why I wanted both of you doctors to help me share that with our listening audience. And listening audience, again, if you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is go to wherever you're watching this at and just go to the comments and you can ask, I am one of us, any question that you want to. I promise. I promise I get it on the screen and I promise to get you an answer. So how are you doing, Dr. C?
I'm
And tell,
wonderful.
first of all, tell our viewers and our listeners where you at.
I'm in Alabama. I'm the owner of D3 Health Fitness, and like you, I've been adjusting from the trip and being excited about the accomplishments of everybody and cheering them on and being a part of the Black Caucus Conference. It's just marvelous. And being a part of the TIUA commencement ceremony and services. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. Still excited for everybody.
Excited was I couldn't even come up with the words,
I know,
and
right?
and and also to see my beautiful wife march down and get her doctorate, honorary
Yes,
doctorate degree. That it
yes,
was so fantastic,
yes,
and not just that, but all of the great speakers that was there, all of the our great classmates, previous classmates, and getting the chance to meet all the senators, all the congressmen, and the president of the NAACP, the president and CEO, the Black Caucus, and just it was just a great collaboration that if people haven't been to one of those, they might want to check the one out that's coming up. I think in Nashville next time. Yeah, so I would
yes,
certainly be there. And
yes. Yeah, we plan to be there also. Yes, it will be in Nashville for 2023.
oh yeah, and
Yes,
a doctor. Before we lose track, I want to thank uh, Doctor Moher. You know,
yes,
such a wonderful woman, man. And I tell you, and not just her, but all of the great doctors and all of the great folks that was there. Representative Billy Mitchell.
yes.
Just want to thank, and I'm not going to start calling names because I'm going to miss out on a lot.
Right.
Mhm.
It's way too
But
many. We'll look, the show have to go on for 3 hours plus some to try to name everybody.
yeah, we will. But I want to see how the new doc feel today. So, Dr. Cooley, how you doing? And tell our viewers a little bit about you.
Well, I am the executive producer and the co-host of the James Cooley Show. I'm also one of the founders of the JC Cooley Foundation, Options and Opportunities / the Choice Program. And we do a lot with the youth and the young adults, motivation, leadership classes. Well, we've done so much. Like I said, we don't have that much time on the show to discuss, but the focus is equipping our youth today to tackle on the challenges of tomorrow. And there's so much that's involved in that. So I've been a part of that since the beginning. And also just being the executive producer and the co-host of the James Cooley Show, making sure our guests are sealed, seal the deal to bring them on the show, and
Yeah.
also preparing the program agenda and the guest lineup. So that's what I'm doing, and I work full time also, but we won't go into that. But I think you did have a question.
I got a million questions. I'm sure that Dr. C got a few questions for you as well. But one of the questions that I want to ask is, how do you feel
I feel
after? Well, hold on. How do you feel? At being I mean, it's only 1% of the United States, or maybe less than that, can call themselves doctor. And just
Yeah.
tell her how does it feel to be a doctor?
It feels great to get recognition for the work that I have done. It's an honor. It's an honor to receive this award, this recognition, and like I guess my personality, I'm kind of low key. I'm pretty low key, and you're more up key, James. I'm pretty low key, but it was a nice to be recognized, and it definitely is an honor. And when I was going up on that podium, my heart was like boom, 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 boom. And I saw Dr. C there, smiling and everything like that. And I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to trip up on the stage because I was wearing these heels and I'm not that comfortable in heels. So I was just walking up like this, putting the gown up, and it was a beautiful event. It was a beautiful event across the board. I mean, getting to meet my fellow doctors and just having conversations with them. I mean, oh my gosh, they do so many. I mean, it's so many diverse things that they are involved in. I mean, I had one of them on my right, and Dr. Nina Copeland, and she is a major in the United States Army, and she's fantastic. And then, and forgive me, I had one of my fellow doctors on the left, and she's a PI, and she's in law enforcement. And there was just so many. There was really so many. And then getting to meet also, the heads of the TIUA School of Business, that was definitely important. But also, and I know we're going to talk a little bit more about this later, but meeting the some of the senators and the congressmen of the National Black Caucus of state legislators, it was just amazing. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty low key, but it was a beautiful experience. It was a beautiful honor.
Hey, Dr. C, and so
Yeah.
you was involved in the coordination of pretty much all of this. Can you tell our viewers and listeners, I mean, just watching all of these things come together, how did that make you feel?
Well, I'm honored to be a part of such an awesome, awesome team of people to give back to the community and to help individuals grow in their professional areas and help build the community by providing the services and things that they do on a regular basis. And it's sometimes people are not given their flowers as they live and do and be of service to other people. So it's one thing about TIUA, it's that we focus on celebrating, elevating, and educating people as they continue to give back to our society to make our world a better place, one person at a time.
Wow. And you're absolutely right. And both of y'all, because there was so much talent that was in I wouldn't just say the room, but the building. I
Yes,
mean, it was
yes, for sure.
so much talent, and actually getting an understanding or talking to a lot of the lawmakers and what is their thought processes as they make certain decisions
Yes,
and as they move forward with certain things. That was absolutely amazing. So I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back after the commercials, and we're going to delve deep into God is good. And
yes.
we're going to show our viewers and our listeners what we mean by that. And I tell you, if you want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do is just go to the comments, ask any question that you want, or either of us, or if you just want to say hello, just do that. It's your life. I'm Dr. James JC Cooley, and we'll be back shortly after the break.
I never wanna leave. Yeah, I'm right where I wanna be. We got something you and me, and I can't get rid of this feeling. Just like a magnet, we're just like a magnet. The things we have can be taken for granted. Now I know that it has always been you. I can't help it, I'm so drawn to you. Just like a magnet, we're just like a magnet. The things we have can be taken for granted. Now I know that it has always been you. I can't help it, I'm so drawn to you. Hey, I'm so drawn to you. I'm so drawn to you.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? And everything that you do. Hello. Hey, I'm James Cooley. I am the founder and CEO of the JC Cooley Foundation, Options, Opportunities, / Choice Program. Our primary mission is to help build a foundation of our youth and young adults and communities And we encourage everyone to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. And the way that you do that is, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are here for a purpose. You also have to be able to step out your comfort zone and do things that you probably didn't think that you can do. Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and it's your life, you know. But life, I believe, should involve all of us working together, thinking together, loving each other together. And that's how we make lives stronger. That's how we build people up. That's how we encourage others. So today we're going to talk about God is good, especially as it relate to this weekend, not just for me and Michelle, but to a whole lot of other folks is involved in. As I mentioned earlier, just watching, being around all of that great talent, being able
Yeah.
to talk to that great talent, and just being a part of that. Angela, what was your thoughts on uh, a lot of things that happened? Just like before the break, you had mentioned that you was a part of coordinating a whole lot of that stuff.
Yes, yes, thank you, Dr. Cooley. Yes, I was on the team for coordinating things for the TIUA commencement ceremony and the Lifetime Achievement, Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards. But it was great to be a part of and have the commencement in conjunction with the Black Caucus Conference. Just the positive, uplifting energy in the building, as you said earlier, to help people to, I guess, network and build and collaborate and work together. We weren't designed to work in isolation. We were here to fulfill our purpose, to work together for the better good of mankind. And I think being a part of the festivities and activities this past week is fruit of that, of just that, how we're supposed to collaborate and work together to be of service to other people.
Wow, most definitely. So, Dr. C,
Yes.
who are some of the people that you met that I know there's just so many to name, but who are some people you've met that just made a lasting impression on you from the National Black Caucus state legislators?
Well, I can say that I don't want to, we really don't have enough time for me to start the list, but I can say for our representative from Georgia, Dr. Billy Mitchell, and this past week was not, of course, my first time meeting with him, but to revisit with him and collaborate as we participated in the different activities and planned and network. He's very positive and influential and dedicated to service. He's a service person and not a politician. He gives to the community and he works for the people, not just for the state of Georgia, but worldwide.
Wow.
Yes. And we did have the opportunity to network and visit with the Prime Minister from Africa. That was a blessing for me also.
It was such a blessing. Just like I said, with all these extraordinary folks there,
Yes.
and everybody working together, talking together, just giving. We had representatives from all 50 states.
Yes.
We had representatives from all of the U.S. territory, and just like you said, we had representation from several nations as well.
Yes.
and
Yes.
just bringing all of those folks together, I tell you, I was just thrilled to be there. But You know, and I haven't told the audience to show them any clips or anything yet, but I am now.
Okay.
Um, the Presidential Award, as we all know, is probably the highest honor that you can receive
Yes.
in the United States of America, and also a doctorate degree, whether it's a straight out doctorate, honorary doctorate. I mean, it's just so fantastic. So I want to run a couple of clips because I want to catch Michelle walking across the stage, but I want to show a couple of clips, and we're going to talk about them. Here we go. Yeah, so I
I
want to pick.
love that.
You haven't seen it yet.
But we got a question for you. You've been talking to both me and Dr. C. We got
Yeah.
questions for you too, as well.
Okay.
Okay, so Dr. C,
Yeah.
and this is going to you as well, Dr. Cooley. Um, you knew who was going to be the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Presidential Award. What were your thoughts, and how did you feel about, a lot of people receive that, but we're talking about Dr. Cooley right now. What was your thoughts and feelings when you knew I think we lost Dr. C. Well, Dr. Cooley, I'm going to ask you a question. What was it like knowing that you're going to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Presidential Award? How did you feel, and how was that experience accepting it?
Well, that's a tough one. I wasn't expecting you to throw that one out there. First of all, I couldn't believe it. I mean, because the things that I do is that's just what we do on this. I call it standard operating procedures. I mean, reaching out, helping others, building up others, teaching our youth, preparing our next generations for to being our leaders of tomorrow. And I did not think that I did anything in particular than what I do every single day. And I mean, so when I got the news, uh, first of all, I mean, I kind of felt like I wasn't gonna get the news because it had went by. Then I found out that it was a email stuck in my
Yeah.
spam message that I had been identified probably almost a week prior to me finding out. I mean, I was in shock, and it just took me back like, wow, somebody recognized, some of the things that you're doing, even though it's not for recognition, it's just
Mhm.
coming from the bottom of the heart. And I am, and so, and being at the event, actually among all of these folks, I really found out how big of a deal that was. I did not really think about it until I was there. So I don't know if I answer your question, but that's what was going through my mind.
You
Well,
definitely.
Dr. Cooley, I'm sorry. I have to be specific now when I say Dr. Cooley. Dr. James Cooley, I want to say to you that what you do, you and Michelle both, what you guys do is standard operational procedure for you because you're about being of service to other people and giving back and helping people. So what you do does not go unnoticed, and you're consistent and persistent about what you do and why you do what you do to make a difference in the lives of other people. And that's why it's such a big deal to other people that you both are so dedicated to that, and that's what we need. And to be recognized and receive a presidential lifetime award is marvelous, and it has a great magnitude because everybody doesn't receive those.
And you're right. And everybody do not receive those, but it is so wonderful to see that you are making a difference in others' lives. And to me, that's the only thing that's important. It's not the accolades. Just long as I can see a smile on somebody's face, or long as I can uplift somebody, you never know what a person might be thinking. They could be getting ready to go do something crazy, and you come by and say, "Hey, hi, brother, hi, sister, how you doing?" Just start chatting. You might have just made a world of a difference in a person's life, and that's what I believe that we all need to think about. Is making a difference in others. So
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
so Dr. Cooley, I have to get to this because I want the world to see. I mean, this made me so happy myself, seeing you walk across that stage. And I hope I call up the right one right here, but I view as this is Dr. Cooley being awarded. Not that one. I think I missed the Mr. Maybe. We getting
Nina R. Copeland.
congratulations. Hey, Dr. Cooley, just tell me what would you feeling at that moment? So what was going through your mind and what was going through your heart?
like I said, I was a little nervous. And it was just a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful moment. And like I said, I very honored to be bestowed this recognition, this award. And like I said, I'm pretty low key, and just the atmosphere of that room and just everybody, just as TIUA School of Business, they're doing a lot of things. They're recognizing, people who give back. And it's not about, like you said before, we don't do what we do to get awards. We don't do what we do to get quote unquote fame. We do it because we have a heart to help others and to help people. That's the reason we do it. I mean, recognition is a beautiful thing, it's a humbling thing, but we do it for because it's in our heart.
What are some of the things would you encourage others out that might be listening and watching the show? I mean, to really do, not just because of recognition, but just get out there and just get involved in others' lives. I think the recognition would come for itself if that's what God is planting on you. But just doing things genuine is
Mhm.
so important. What are your thoughts on that?
It has to be genuine. I mean, you don't have to be the founder, the head, the person out there um, to help people. I mean, like sometimes people behind the scenes, they are involved in helping others, whether you are mailing out flyers, whether you're posting flyers, whether you're setting up the room, helping people get themselves together to present on stage. It's all a group and a team effort. So it's not about you being out in the forefront. It's about you just want to be part of helping people. And I think that's where, our personalities, James, my husband is more of the forefront. I'm more behind the scenes, but you know, God has given us a talent in the roles that we are in. Sometimes you do move behind the scenes to the forefront or vice versa, but as long as you're going there and you're helping others because you have a love of people and God has placed that in your heart. And if you don't know what to do, just ask God, how can I help people? How can I get involved? What should I do? Where should I go? I mean, there's a lot of things out there. There's a lot of people who are hurting. There's a lot of people who need your help. Like I said, it doesn't have to be what they say, quote unquote, a flashy role. Maybe just getting on the phone or getting on the internet and just sending things out. That's helping. That's being a part of it.
That's what's been part of it is all about. And just like I said, being mindful and thoughtful and helpful. That's all we need. All we need is love. We're gonna take a station break, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna pick this conversation up. We're gonna continue it. And I tell you, if you want to be part of the conversation, just go to the comments. Ask Michelle, myself, or Dr. Angela any question you want to remember. It's your life. I'm Dr. James JC Cooley. We'll be back shortly after the break.
We are not a charity. We are veterans. We are warriors, brothers, and sisters. We don't need, we deliver. OpsForVets.com. Handshakes, not handouts.
I'm Albert Rencheria, Marine Chief Warrant Officer 4 retired, Ops for Vets CEO. I invite you to take a look at our organization. You'll quickly understand why out of thousands of groups currently serving our veterans, we have become the most rapidly growing and opportunity-rich team in the market. We have deployed dynamic distributors who are responsible for servicing and growing their regions, East, Central, and West. We provide a complete roster of high-caliber services, produced to create the results you require. Find us on the web at www.opsforvets.com. Handshakes, not handouts.
Dr. James JC Cooley.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! I'm sorry.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and just sitting here, just reminiscing what this past week, and just how much fun that we had, and I've seen a lot of the colleagues, getting a chance to meet a lot of other folks, and just being able just to, I tell you, just to get a better understanding of our lawmakers, what their thought processes are, their understanding what their constituents and some of the things that prompt the way that they make laws or
Mhm.
introduce laws.
Yeah.
So all of those things are important. And if just like I said, we got plenty of time here. If you want to be part of this conversation, just go wherever you are watching that and just weigh in with comments. I want to thank a couple. I mean, I want to do a shout out with Dr. Oliver. I see that you're watching. So it's great spending time with your brother. I mean, I hadn't seen you in a while. Uh, I'd like to also say to my marketing, I call her everything, Sarah Estrado. She put together all of our programs. She do so much. Couldn't do it without you. Can't do anything without you, especially when it comes to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, or the JC Cooley Foundation. And I just want to thank you. And Pastor Pierce, I love you, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. So Michelle, getting back to uh, the ceremony and getting back to what I like to think. I mean, because it's all about God, and that's what you and I was talking about prior to the break. It's doing the things that the Lord planted in us, and I believe we all have purpose. We all have purpose to do certain things, and we just have to step forward and fulfill that purpose that He has for us. Michelle, can you add a little bit more to that?
Most definitely. And also want to give a shout out to Stacy B, who's provided comments as well. And also Marilyn Day Assist, who's provided comments on well. Okay, what was the question again before I gave my shout out? Oh, God is good. Yeah, definitely. You know, sometimes you got to step out your comfort zone. The only way you're going to grow is through change, and God is always changing you and changing your situation, you know t- to elevate you to where He wants you to be. Now everyone has a different path, most definitely. My path is different from my husband's path. His is different from mine, and there's things that we do together, but there's things also that we do apart, but we support each other's path. But you have to be open and supportive. And I would just say that God is good, because there's no way, I guess, that we would ever have dreamed that we would be hosting a show. That we never dreamed something like that we would be hosting a show. um but sometimes God puts things in your life where you least expect it. It's like, wow, this is something you see other people do, but you never thought about doing it yourself. But it's okay. In the beginning, you may, let's say, struggle or may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but that's okay. You have to grow. And the only way you're going to grow is through change and accept change. Change may come it may come in I would say a trying situation. Change may come in a, happy situation. Regardless, you have to accept the change and finding the best in you to move on from that change, accept it, and be the person that God created you to be.
Well, funny you mentioned that. You know, I believe the first step we have to accept purpose that God gave us purpose. We have to understand that. You mentioned about having a show, and I just want to tell our viewers real quickly how this got started almost 4 years ago. Is I was out, I had promoting my book on book tour, promoting it, and I went to a radio station. Just tell you how good God favors. I was invited in to talk about my book, and I went on there and talked for about an hour. And on the way out, on the way out the door, so I had these people come up and say, "Hey, somebody want to talk to you." And I'm trying. I know I didn't say anything wrong on air. I didn't cuss or nothing like that. So long and short of the story, I went up and the general manager, the teams, like what they heard. They offered me a show on the spot. I mean, yeah, that's a wow. And Michelle, you had mentioned to me the night before I went on there that what exactly what you said? You said you're gonna have your own show.
Well, I mentioned that to you after this. I mentioned that to yeah before you went on there because I mean I don't really these things don't usually come to me to be quite honest. So when I knew you were going on there, I was thinking like, wow, be cool if he had a show on his own and I just thought about it and I just told you about it because you never know. You never know. And sometimes and things you speak come to fruition.
Not
So
just that, but if God is good, just what I'm trying to say is we left there, went on the air for about a little bit more than a year, and then within a year they offered me a national show live every day. I mean, I was like, God, what are you doing? I mean, he just said, keep walking. So my point is this: as long as you believe in God, as long as you understand your purpose, as long as you are just doing the right things, uh, it's things are going to happen because God is going to make them happen, and that's one of the things that knowing yourself, loving yourself, believing in yourself, and also believing in others. I believe all of those things are so important, Dr. Cooley.
yeah, most important, I would not say most important, but I would say that experience, with the TIUA School of Business, as well as the National Black Caucus of State Legislators, you get to meet, I mean, we meet people every day, but when you get to meet others, who are doing and trying to make the world a better place, the communities, etc., you get to hear viewpoints that you didn't even think about. And you get to hear things that other people are working on that is like, wow, I never knew this was going on. Oh, I never knew how this works. And you hear the passion in their voice. I mean, I met this young lady. She is a DJ. And we had a really nice conversation and she was telling me, the things, and she's on a radio show and she was telling me the things that she wants to, the different topics she wants to discuss, sat there and listened. And it's just amazing when you allow yourself to participate in different groups, different communities, different organizations. You are educated in a way that that takes you outside your box, because me and my husband, we're educated on some things. We don't know everything. No one knows everything. But when you hear other people talk, I mean, Representative Billy Mitchell, I know James, you had a conversation with him. And I know that was enlightening for you. And I had conversations with the alumni, the TIUA School of Business, and it was just enlightening for me. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, enlightenment. I mean, just like I said, if God always had purpose for us, and He put people in our paths to help enlighten, encourage us, and also to keep us on the right path. So all of those things are so important. But I tell you, we're gonna take a station break. We gotta take the station break, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna continue to have this great discussion. If you want to be part of the conversation, all you do is just go to the comments, ask any question you want to. It's your life. I'm Dr. James JC Cooley. We'll be back shortly after the break. Dr. James JC Cooley, and as you see, annual award. And I just want to say that I am really and happy to be a part of this. I'm receiving an award, for President's Lifetime Achievement. And
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Listen, makes no difference what you're going through. God's got a blessing, and it's really just for you. Hey, peace, love, joy, it's fun. Give him a praise. Yes, Lord. Tell somebody he's got my name on it. Hallelujah.
Wow. We got to always remember God got your name on it. Michelle, I really enjoyed that moment when one of our classmates was singing, and it just uplifted everybody in there because he was saying, "Hey, God got your name on it. God got your name on it," and I believe that everything that we do in life, even from birth, He got our name on it. But we have to follow His plan. We have to follow His plan. And
That's right.
doctors, see, you just came back in here. God got your name on it. Can you tell our viewers and listeners what does that mean to you?
Well, I thank you for asking my point of view, and it's based on my own experience and my faith status. Is that anything that's for us or for me, it is destined for me, and God has a plan for us to prosper, and He said it in His Word, and I believe it. We have not because we ask not. And we ask for favor. We ask for the wow factor. Whatever we ask for and believe that it is ours, then it shall be given to us. And there are some things that we favored with that we don't have a clue, that we don't know that it's going to happen to us or for us. And we are blessed and highly favored. And before we knew it, just like that, there we are. Just like that. We just have to tell the Lord, thank you for blessing us and being having His favor over our lives.
And most definitely. So I have a question for both of you. Let's start with Dr. Cooley. Dr. Cooley, what do you want your legacy to be, and what projects, what do you want to do for the future as far as your any upcoming projects?
Well, first of all, you talk about legacy. I think legacy is so important to everyone. Um, my legacy, I want uh, people to remember me by, and my kids and grandkids, that I was a man that cared, that everybody is important, regardless of what the naked eye might show a person. Everybody has value, they have purpose, and we should help bring all of those things out of a person by loving kindness and being able to just sometimes sit back and be quiet. What I mean by be quiet is if we're talking all the time, uh, we're not going to be able to hear and help anybody out. So my legacy is I want to be that ear. I want people to remember me as being that ear, not just for the mouth, yeah, but that ear and the person that truly cares, not just somebody just saying that. Um,
Dr.
oh, I'm sorry.
Or just for the sake of time, Dr. C, what do you want your legacy to be, and what upcoming projects are you working on?
Well, I want people to remember my positive energy. I want people to know and be able to carry it on. It's that one thing about it, I bring the spirit of energy, love, and peace with me when I enter the room. I want people to be elevated, then educated, and continue to do the same for other people, just as they see me do. And better than me. And I often tell people when they say, I want to be just like you, I want your energy. And I say, have it, I share it, I have enough energy to share, but I want you to be better than me. And sometimes they shrug their shoulders and like, I don't know if I can do that. Yes, you can. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. And you just have to believe and know that you can do it. Yeah. And as relates to any upcoming projects, oh, yeah, it'll take us too long to try to list them all. But we do plan to write a couple more books and be a part of some magazines. We have a few interviews coming up, some health and wellness things that we can help people live healthier and happier lives, making incremental changes.
I would say real quick, what my legacy I want it to be is that I was a good person, and I was a loving daughter, a loving wife, a loving friend, a loving person. And I don't want my legacy to be what I have or anything like that. Is what I gave from my heart. That's what I want my legacy to be.
Wow.
You are that person. You are that person, Dr. Michelle Denise Cooley. You are that person for real. Yes. And it shows, it radiates that you are genuinely concerned about other people, and you love and give from your heart.
And she does. And she
truly
do.
does.
Yes. So upcoming projects, got a couple of things that's going on. Actually, I'm working on 3 books at the same time.
Our work is never done, is it?
And I'm working a collaboration on one of the books with Dr. Talisha Berry. I love you, Talisha. I know you're watching. Well, she's probably not watching. She's on the cruise right now. But
a well-deserved vacation.
And I'm working on just the inspiration that I took from Dr. Berry, and the book is kind of similar to the one that I'm working on with hers, but it goes a little bit deeper. Her book that's coming out is A Heart of a Black Man, The Heart of a Black Man, which is I think that's so powerful. And mine is a black man point of view, mind, body, and soul. So we're working on that one, and also the sequel of Country Boy, City Boy Journey. It's called The Journey Continue. So we got 3 projects that we hope to have released by June. And what about you, Michelle?
Oh, I am one of many co-authors in a motivational book by Dr. Talisha Berry called Girl, Go Get Up and Win. It's coming out in the next couple of months. So I'll let everyone know about where you can purchase that. But I provided 2 contributions to the books. I'm pretty excited about it. And, that's another thing. I never thought I was an author. I learned how to write better getting my master's degree. Woo! Yes. Let me tell you, that's a lot of writing because you do a lot of papers. But I became more confident in my writing skills after completing my master's. So, see, that's one thing. You never know when something comes your way to prepare you for something else in the future. So that's what
Wow. We down to the last minute of the show.
Yes.
But this has been so extraordinary, and just coming on, being able to share some of the things that happened to us this weekend, but also what happened in life, and also to spread the good word that God is good,
For
and that
sure.
and that
Yes.
as long as you stay focused and as long as you set your mind, you can do anything that you want to. You
That's
know,
right.
I want to thank you, Dr. Angela. And you know, you got an open invitation to my show anytime you want to. you know,
I'm
for taking
honored.
the
Thank you. Thank you. See what I mean about the generosity,
time. and
the
taking,
genuineness, just like that. Who knew that I would have a standing seat
you do, and you know it.
at
I
the
like to.
JC Cooley Foundation? Who knew? Another blessing. I'm grateful for it. I say, Lord, I thank you.
Oh, absolutely. I like to thank Dr. Michelle Denise Cooley.
Yes.
Congratulations, baby. Congratulations. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for taking time to tune into the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I tell you what, I want everybody to dream big, think big, be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's your life. I'm Dr. James JC Cooley.